I've been punking these black ass fucking wasteman rappers all day, mate. Swagging. I've been punking MCs before that shit was in fashion. Ask Ashton, it's nothing to me but disturbing to see that my purpose is apparent when I turned upon the scene. Tugging strings, have them spazzing. Puppet master only done it for reaction. Imagine if I worked to put a plan into action. Clashing with the top of the class and a backlashing. A bad hand cards ain't gonna stop me from jacking them. Walk to the queen of my deck, I'm king rank. Oh, hang on. When you listen to my song, have everybody wondering what it is I'm high on. That's called reality, my habits are bygone. But why did AA faculty advise me to try God? Like I'ma start believing after everything I've saw? Liver rot, cancer, disease of the heart. What, you think man's fate was simply just to die off? I sort of questioned it and I thought, why not? Makes sense on a planet who invented a god to have something to believe in. You faggots are soft, delusions of the crack rock you're losing. If you back talk, back off. I'm not gonna lie down for this whack flock of newbies. If it's rap props, acts want, gotta be a true MC. I heard them chat, I do agree. Some people said I fell off. Between you and me, I was due a break and since we're few and far between. Doesn't matter anyway, I ain't had to redeem it. You thought like an empty kettle I'd ran out of steam, when in fact what had happened was I fell asleep to chase a dream. Cause you lot got boring on me, everyone's a battler, it's all the same story homie. Bragging bars how hard you are, this arduous, so I ignore you. I wanna move on like half of you should, but you're stuck there aren't ya, and that's no good. I wanna see what you do when I roll through. If you're heavyweight, demonstrate, checking the record just second rate. You never made the cut like whack vinyl in a record. Nah, you never made the cut like a blunt edge blade. Nah, you never made the cut like you tried out and failed. You can lie down and cry now, cause that ship sailed. Look at you waving goodbye. If you want it then chase, that's your only opportunity, it's yours to take. But you gotta earn it, prove it's worth it, show you want it more than anything that you've got. If you would lose everything just to take top spot, well then I guess you're more ready than you'll ever be. Props for it, don't stop at that, drop the chain of command. See, I make my own moves and I play my own hand. If you fold, that's good, consider pressure apply. This is the smoke tower, door power, we go live. I've been repping, feel my presence when I get on the mic. I'm a whole new me with a revamped life. Fully focused, your opponents need to step to the side. Like commercial motherfuckers in a cha-cha slide. Right? No, I'm done. Fuck commercialism. Peace. Peace.
Alright folks, welcome to another Besides the Norm podcast. My name is Skewer. I always go through that bit really quickly, so I'm thinking that people didn't understand what I'm saying a lot of the time. But we've got Craig in the building. How are we doing, sir?
Same as every other time you ask that.
That's cool. So you've got a bunch of news stories we're going to go through, but like we usually do. What I thought we'd do first is introduce our very special guest, man.
Wreckz.
Our good,
big up to the podcast.
Our good friend Jason McEwen is here. I'm going to turn his mic up a wee bit louder. Try that again.
Yo, it's Wreckz.
Nice one, right? We've got his levels here, that's perfect. Right, so what a fucking start, that's been fantastic. So to start off there, we had Nity Gritz with a new track called Punkin. It's available on SoundCloud. We'll have it on the description below when we put it on YouTube tomorrow morning / afternoon. Probably be about 4 o'clock. I usually do that anyway. But it's going to be good. It's going to be good. So we've got Jason in. He's got a new kind of album coming out quite soon as well.
Workrate, going to drop that this Saturday. Just an EP basically. Been working on for a while now. Well, Workrate. I done that track first and kind of thought I would do a EP to it. Well, just going to release it this Saturday.
And it's an exclusive, you were saying as well. You've not told anybody about it, sort of thing.
I've not even promoted it at all, man. Basically, I've just thought I'd put it out this Saturday really because I want to work on something bigger straight away. So get another project, work on, get this one out the way, then start working.
Are you already got kind of stuff started? I take it that's your kind of reasoning for it.
I've already started writing a lot of new tracks, and I've got features coming up with a lot of other artists from England and a lot of other places. So basically, I'm going to focus on getting another album out there. I'm going to focus on putting an album out next year, 2017, probably about this time next year. So
that's fair enough.
And he thought he'd give the exclusive to BTN.
Hi, I thought I'd give the exclusive to BTN.
Legend, sir, legend. So basically, we're going to interview Jason properly after we've done the original podcast. What we do. You want to go through some news stories, man? We'll talk to Chase.
Cool. First one, I've already told you about this one.
Aye, go for it, man.
Girl started puberty at the age of 2.
We've got your mic sorted, in case you're wondering about that.
Massively commented it, man.
Aye, that's, I've sorted it out. What are you saying, sorry? Go again.
Girl started puberty at the age of 2.
Aye, that's, could you explain a bit more rather than just that?
Not really.
So do you know...
She's got a precocious puberty is what it's called, apparently, according to the This Morning doctor guy.
Right.
And it's a biological medical condition that just is insane.
Right.
And literally, it's no, like, some symptoms of puberty. Like, she's actually going through puberty at 2. They said that if it's untouched and unmedicated or unfixed in some way, that she could develop full breasts and have periods by the age of 4.
Holy fuck.
Fucking hell, man.
That's going to look ridiculous, man. A 4-year-old wearing with
But
boots.
a pedo's dream. So there's upsides. That's horrible. That is not. That's not true. That is
We do
one
not
horrible thing
condone-
to say, Jason.
That was a horrible thing to say.
We
for
do
you,
not
man.
condone anything Craig says in this
Nah,
podcast.
I didn't condone anything Craig says. I'm a piece of shit. But aye, do you remember going through puberty?
Well,
See, the thing is that
the thing
everybody...
is, man, right? I never went through puberty at 2-year-old, man. So
Nah,
it's like,
aye.
you get
No,
me?
but I
That's
mean-
one of the ones, man. It's like that situation's kind of fucked, man, because like a 4-year-old child going through periods and that, man, like fuck, man.
Do you know
I never
think-
had my first period until I was 13. So
do you know think though that everybody makes this big deal about fucking when you're at school, you're going through puberty, you're going to have a rough time.
That's
Do
it,
you
man.
remember anything that like?
I
caused
remember
the hassle
being
during puberty
paranoid.
at all?
Nah.
I don't remember
the
anything.
only thing I remember is being paranoid and not knowing if my voice had broke yet
Right.
Nah.
because I couldn't hear.
I could
man,
not
I
care
can't even
less about
I
that.
can't even tell you it. I can't really remember. Like, I didn't really go through any stages of anything. I didn't.
Well, that's it. You did, but it's known. It's known entirely like
I remember when I got my first pube.
right.
So my 12th birthday was when I filmed my first pube.
Fuck's
I thought you said filmed your first pube.
No, that was my 13th birthday.
Right, fair enough.
But my 12th birthday, I filmed my first pube,
Right.
and I was like, "Yes, I'm a man."
Well,
And that was the end of that.
I can't even remember ever being pubeless. I can't even remember that far.
Oh
back.
no, you would definitely wear it at some point.
everybody
Oh.
was, but like,
But I can't. I've never.
But I reckon if I was early or late, I reckon where on the puberty scale
the puberty
I was.
scale, the scale of pubes.
I reckon if
Let's
I
find
was a late bloomer or an early bloomer, I ken folk that were like 11 and 12 that had voice broke. I'm like, fucking Jesus
it. Here's
Christ.
a funny question. Here's a fucking great question. Do you remember the first time you found out about masturbating, and how
No.
excited you were to get him?
Nah.
the thing is, man,
Do you remember that at all?
I didn't think anybody ever busted out like go try and masturbate. Like I didn't really ken, man.
I'll wait till I was him. I'll wait till I was him.
Nah, like, you get me, but like.
Like
I
11-year-old just gone in for a wee pokey bum wank.
Aye. I didn't ever remember that time because I didn't think that ever happened. But like, obviously, it's like,
What?
I didn't ken, man.
I'll
Right, tell us your story then.
I'll tell you the story. And I think it was primary 6. We got our like first sort of sex education. It was like real basic stuff, and I hadn't heard about masturbation. I knew what masturbation was, but I hadn't heard that word used.
Right.
So the first time I'd heard about masturbation was fucking. I think the teacher was talking about it, and I was like, "Oofed." So okay.
Off.
So that was the kind of thing. Fucking, please fix his mic.
Who is it?
Wait a minute. Right, go and try and speak again, Jason.
Yo.
See, this is he's just quiet. He's just quiet. That's all it is.
Which one's his mic?
Oh, obviously
Third one.
to speak up a bit louder.
Aye, that's pretty much it. Aye. But aye. First time I heard about masturbation, that was weird that day because I kind of knew what it was, but just hearing that was a thing was pretty fucking cool.
That was a shit story.
I'm sorry it's a terrible story, but fucking.
That was a rubbish story. I've not even the slightest bit entertained.
Like, I'm not here
God,
to
I'm
entertain you.
fucking suicidal now.
How are you suicidal
Jesus
after
fucking
that?
Christ. Do you not want to just kill yourself now?
I didn't ken, man.
I'm so bored.
Jesus Christ. Fair enough. I thought it was a interesting wee dig into life.
So I need they can remember their pubic regions.
Nah, everybody talks about, puberty is like a hard time in your life. You're going to be... See, what part of puberty is always like added in, like people are going to be worried about fucking people seeing your pubes, like getting...
I think that's
changed
mere women
at the swimming pool.
that
and
worry
shit.
about
Aye.
Obviously, it's a serious thing. Like if you're 2-year-old going through puberty, that's what I'm saying. That's just a serious
Aye.
Oh no, defo 2-year-olds
That
is
is
mental.
That's just fucked, man. Like, I've never heard of anything like that. So something going on like that in this world.
Is it?
fucked.
Could
They
this
say
be
that-
a joke story or not?
No. They were on this morning. They were actually with Dr.
Hillary Jones.
Hillary Jones.
Aye.
Big fucking
The
house.
man with a woman
Big
name.
Hillary, man.
Big Hillary.
But fucking they said that puberty at the very, very earliest would happen around 8 for girls and 9 for boys at the very, very earliest, and then you sort of end the main part of puberty at like 13 or 14,
Right.
which can you officially stop puberty at like 19, 20, but we're talking about the main symptoms like getting pubes and
Aye.
developing tits and whatever.
Mhm.
That tends to happen between about the age of about 9 and 14.
Right.
And this lassie's 2, and if she doesn't
Jesus, man.
get treatment, she's going to be full tits and periods at 4, which is terrible.
That's got to be fucked up. I can't even think.
And
of
it'll hurt as fuck. She's a fucking child.
She's a beard and she's going to enjoy that.
To have
at all.
full-grown breasts at 4 is going to be no a life worth living at that point.
Aye, that's mental, man. Mental. I think you hate going to the next story because there's not much we could talk about.
No.
now. It's a kind of double-edged sword talking about this one, unfortunately.
Well, at least I got a good joke at it. So Celtic versus Rangers. You wouldn't have been very happy with the last score.
Nah, like, to be honest with you, man, like, it does show too was like the better team on the pack. If I'm perfectly honest, like, to me, I'm not really interested in football anymore. But if I was to support a team, I would support Rangers, which I've always supported them since I was younger. But I don't again, like, people could moan and say, "Oh, Rangers deserve to win," but they never played the game. You get me? It's like Celtic played them off the park, so. To me, it didn't really faze me at all. But
I would agree with that. I don't understand why people would say deserve to win. What do you mean deserve to
Like,
win?
aye,
The
it's
people who
aye.
deserve to win are the ones that played better.
Ones
That's
that
who
played
deserves to
better.
win.
Aye.
and that's it, man. And a lot of people think they deserve to win, but as you say, it's the person who plays better who wins.
Aye.
So you can never ever predict a game of football.
So what's your thoughts on the Rangers fans that trashed the Celtic toilets?
For me,
Oh
like,
shit! Did you see? Oh yeah.
I like
fucking
all
hell.
that kind of shit, man. That's just
Stupidity.
pathetic, man. I just think that's stupidity, man. It is just pathetic because it just goes to show you, man. That's grown men acting like children. So it's just setting an example to like if any child is watching Sky Sports News, all they're going to see is a Celtic trash toilet. And that's for grown men. Like, I didn't get that, man. That's just pathetic to me. It's like, and all this fighting and that as well. I didn't get why would you fight here somebody who scores the goal. You know what I mean?
You've hit the wrong mic on.
Very sorry to anybody who's listening. I've had Mike
Jesus
4 on.
fucking
Sorry,
Christ,
Christ.
Stephen.
I'm sorry,
Yep.
I fixed it now. There was a slight mix up with the cabling, unfortunately. Cables
No,
in
there
there.
wasn't.
No, there was. The cables are slightly mixed up there. So that was where I had the problem.
Apologies, Jason.
Thinking. Apologies,
Dealing
man.
with a fucking
Back
amateur
to the
there.
next
Sorry,
one.
you've done a wee bit now. Aye.
Stop speaking so fucking loud.
Sorry about that. I was wondering why I had the shout there, man. This thing,
Aye, sorry, man.
I was sitting there staring at it.
See, you can speak normal now. This is perfect. Sorry again. For some reason, cabling and scuba doesn't work together, unfortunately. Just,
Oh, you're fucking ridiculous.
did you see the thing? I don't know if this is. Sorry?
That bathroom thing, by the way, was apparently in response to Celtic play, just to defend Rangers a wee bit, so they look biased. That was apparently in response to Celtic fans hanging 2 dolls with Rangers scarf around their neck. Apparently, about a Rangers player or supporter's brother that committed suicide.
Right.
I
Like,
reckon how true that is.
like, obviously that is at the yard a bit. Like, there's ways to deal with it.
Aye, it doesn't justify.
It doesn't justify
Being a
smashing a toilet up.
No.
Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't justify smashing up a bathroom. Like, there was obviously an individual person who's done that. That's no every fan that's in the stadium. That's no the team's fault. That's no anything else. So,
Did you see the video?
nah, I never seen the
There was
video.
loads of people doing it. Loads of people. But I think that's like, again, fucking group mentality
It's,
as well.
aye,
a
it's
lot of the
group
time.
mentality.
Aye,
There was
it's
a
good.
few bairns there,
Yeah.
but the bairns surprisingly weren't even the ones being dicks. It was
Aye,
the fucking grown men.
Did you
The
know hear
bald
about
fat
like?
men.
Did you know hear about the wee boy that's just went missing after the game? Like,
What, after the
aye,
film?
the Old Firm. He's no been seen since Old Firm. So
What
Okay, no.
kind
Aye,
of bairn? Like a
he's
proper bairn?
15-year-old, I'm sure.
Oh Christ!
Canada bars that happens quite often as well. Like after the game, somebody gets lost because
Well, I didn't
it's
think
easy to
like,
get lost after the fucking
it's
games.
then I
15,
see after
get
the
lost.
games, after
Aye,
the
still, you can fucking get lost at any point.
I think
bet.
you can get lost, but there's getting lost and then there's
but after the games, it is quite. It's no. just a matter of leaving the stadium.
Oh,
You get
yeah,
me?
yeah.
There's always something that kicks off, so you didn't really care what's happened at that point.
Well,
That's it.
that's what we're getting into right now. Is that the next game between Celtic and Rangers is planned for Hogmanay.
Oh! What,
Right.
during the day?
Aye.
Like the
Obviously
hang,
not midnight.
Aye, they're
or
not
anything.
doing
Aye.
it midnight.
Big one, I was thinking there.
the hang is for that. So yet again, like whoever wins, everybody's going to say somebody deserves to win.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's just going to, like for me, on Hogmanay, we get to watch a game like that obviously, but I don't know, it's just, I don't know, football doesn't really amuse me in that sense anymore.
The police aren't very happy about it.
Nah.
Because that's the
police are pretty
Hogmanay fuck,
sure
that's the Hogmanay fuck.
That's going to make Hogmanay very, very dangerous in Glasgow.
I could just imagine them getting to midnight and like they're all been arguing before. You're feeling in bars, and then they're like, "Yes, happy New Year."
Because somebody was
kissing
pointing
and
out
shit.
that when it comes to football, there's so much emotion for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a football fan. I've got no idea why.
No.
But for some reason, there's so much emotion in football that a 1v1 fight could have turned into a fucking riot in seconds.
Could you ever
ridiculous.
imagine like Rangers versus Celtic on Halloween or something?
Oh, yeah.
Could you imagine like how unhappy the place would be then?
Oh, fuck, aye.
So it's better than playing it on Hogmanay than playing it on like dates like that. But I didn't ken like
Hogmanation's a bit of a fucked up day because people
Like,
usually start drinking quite early.
the point is,
Even Kennewy, there's loads of Celtic and Rangers fans. There's going to be shit.
my point
happening.
is right. They've all moaned about for years. Like obviously Rangers got put down to the third division and that, and everybody's wanted to see this game for years. They've always wanted to see the Old Firm again. Why cause wars? Okay, why just go straight back to an Old Firm and just cause a war? What does it achieve?
Nothing.
Like what do you
It's fucking
accomplish? You
stupid.
didn't accomplish anything out of that. So to me, that's just what puts me off watching the Scottish game now. But obviously, there's a lot better teams to watch now. I would say, like there's teams that actually play professional on the pitch, but that last game just looked totally unprofessional. They ended it for me. Like
Aye, aye.
Who would have thought that a rapping Rangers fan would be rational? Oh, so shocked.
Any retort to that, Jason?
obviously,
He's a
this,
rapper, not a comedian. Calm down.
obviously, you just need to. There's true facts behind it. Oh, I'm not going to just be like, oh, I'm a Rangers fan, so Rangers should win, because that's not me. Like, I didn't ken.
I appreciate that because a lot of people are dicks about it. They'll get really, really defensive. There was somebody talking. It was a Celtic fan talking about all the bile and hatred that comes through. A Rangers fan that was talking about all the bile and hatred that comes through Celtic, and no one even bats an eyelid. I'm like, what? People bat eyelids all the time. That's all we talk about.
See that there? It's like, for me, just hopefully the next game is just under control. Just see it's a game. That's what you need to notice. It's all just it's a sport. Like, you didn't see people killing each other after the Olympics. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Like,
Can you imagine like Usain Bolt fans just going, yes, you're all fucking.
There was a
shit,
video I
man."
saw that was after like the first official Old Firm game that had happened since they got relegated, and it was a Celtic fan and a Rangers fan watching it together, and they had their highs when their team scored, they had lows when their team got scored against, and after that they just had a big cuddle, and it was like, oh, bro,
You should know that's not the Wee Man video.
no.
You seen the Wee Man video with the Celtic Rangers guys there in the middle of, I think it's like George Square or something in Glasgow, sorry, and they're fucking like a Rangers guy and a Celtic guy walk up to each other at the top of the stairs, and then they start kissing with the two gay guys. It was quite funny to
that's
watch.
raw, man.
I found that fucking fun, hilarious, man. And it was just to wind people up as well.
I'm going to find some lube and go and find that video somewhere.
Oh Jesus, hear about masturbation. Unfortunate.
Well,
I'm excited to find out how many people got on about a porn day last week.
Oh, aye, fuck! I bet you didn't care about this, did you?
Nah, man.
Because they fucking listen to the podcast. That's why, Jason.
Porn day.
Last
man.
week was free porn day.
Ah, that was a free porn day.
They made a website, freepornday.com. They had everything from softcore girl porn for girls up to hardcore gay men fisting each other.
That's why I never heard of
You
it. man.
homophobic cunt.
Nah, no, but I did want to see some two guys fisting each other, man.
Just even for curiosity's sake, just for to be
I
with.
mean, I had to watch at least 4 videos.
man.
Nah.
Like,
I
the
came
thing
in
is,
for
man,
2,
like,
but I had to keep.
look at Facebook. look at
God,
Facebook
really.
nowadays, right? Scroll through the newsfeed, you can watch that anywhere, man. Like on Facebook. you
Fisting? What kind of friends you got?
No, but I mean, like, you see it getting all the fucked up shit of the day now getting posted on Facebook.
fuck
You
that.
get me? It's
I
like,
saw a lassie turning in somebody's face one day on
I hate all
Facebook.
that stuff,
you
man.
get me? It's
Why would you post that?
Ah, I don't care.
Why would you do it? First of all, let's just ask that question.
Sometimes it could be viruses and stuff like that as well. People
That's
sending
it,
it on
man.
behalf of them. And...
No, but there's people actually had shat on.
All right, you were talking about the actual act of scat
Aye.
rather than somebody
Let's
posting it.
first of all just wonder why that happens.
A lot of money, man. A lot of moolah. A lot of
Oh, you
peas.
would need to be a lot of money. Also, a lot of that. There would need to be a lot of money for somebody to turd in my face,
Shit, man.
and for me to pretend that I wasn't enjoying it.
Nah. For me,
Disgusting.
you didn't even need to pay me. You
They're
didn't
for
need
free.
to.
They're
No,
for free.
no, that's what I'm saying. You can't pay me anything. Like, I wouldn't do it at all, man. Like, not even the thought. The thought of that just goes, oh god.
Right, let's test this out. £50 billion.
Nah, man.
Was Donald Trump's net worth?
Pish!
Nah, man.
50 billion. You
You
wouldn't
would
let
let
a woman.
somebody shit.
He's a
You wouldn't,
fucking
you
liar.
wouldn't, you wouldn't let a really hot Asian woman shit in your mouth.
Needs a
Aye,
thing.
a big hot
No,
steamy
even enough,
shite.
just
No
let it go.
way, man.
Just let it hit, didn't you?
You're a fucking liar.
No
For
way,
£50 billion
man.
pounds.
You would let somebody whip your sweaty steamy shite on your face, man. No,
Only
man.
For £50 billion pounds, I'd take it with a spoon.
It doesn't own. Oh, no way,
He'd
man.
dig the big fucking
The hang is,
tablespoon in.
man. The hang is what you
I
need.
would make a fucking diet plan and everything. I'd be on my way. £50 billion pounds. You could pay for the therapy to forget it.
You could
It's
pay.
fine.
You could pay to run for president as well. You can beat Donald Trump.
No, man.
For £50 billion, but you're a fucking liar.
I'm not a liar, man. I
You're
swear.
a total
the
liar.
thought it goes in my mind, it's like, fuck, man.
He's totally regretting this podcast now. Right, we're going to make him
He
sick.
thought he
at
was
the
going to
end
come
of
in here and talk about his music.
Nah, I never know.
this. It's all shite for here, son. It's all shite, Jason. It's fucking.
So let's get off turden.
These are
Let's
true
go
at
after
the
them.
start
Fucks.
when you say let's talk some shite and that. That's what
Exactly, man, exactly. I always listen to shite and farting for somewhere. It's fucking just
It's funny,
conversations. Aye,
It's funny.
that's it. There you go.
So
story,
a serious topic now.
There you go.
Eh,
From shit to politics.
well, from shit to shit.
politics.
David Cameron has quit MPing,
Right, so he stopped that.
so he's no longer an
Well,
MP.
he was planning to leave anyway, so but he's officially stopped.
So what? Who's became Prime Minister then?
No. He quit as PM ages ago.
Oh no, you mean he actually quit his job?
Oh right, he's
Aye,
actually quit
quit
everything.
being-
He was still an MP for.
But did they not
His
say?
constituency.
Did they not say he done that like after he left the Prime Minister's fucking?
I don't know, say he was quitting like
Aye.
the full job.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure that was him giving up.
as
to
leader of the Conservative Party.
Right, so he was just going
Oh,
back.
But he's
He's not
only
actually-
just announced that he was leaving as an MP.
Right. So he's not officially left yet either.
No, there's going to be a by-election at some point. There needs to be a by-election.
To get somebody else.
Aye.
Right. So what could they not just put like? Oh no, it'd be somebody for his
Well, the problem
constituency.
is that in the House of Commons, you're not legally allowed to resign.
right.
You have to use a legal fiction. So somebody presents you as the steward of the Queen's estate or something, and it'll be a fake paid job under the Queen, so that you're not legally allowed to be an MP anymore. So it's like it's a legal fiction to allow
What
people to
fucking
resign.
fun
It's
about
because you're elected by people. You can't just say, "Nah, I'm not doing it."
Oh,
So they've created this legal fiction where they get paid money
to
under
not-
the Queen for
Ah.
a job that doesn't exist, just so that they could resign as MPs, which is pretty amazing.
That's a total funny about. Way
Aye.
too much funny about for my liking.
See, I
Do you
didn't
think
really.
people should just be allowed to resign?
Aye.
But if they've been elected by people,
Did they?
But the thing is, like, people shouldn't be making your decisions. Like, that's my point. Like, if you want to resign, then you should just be able to go. That's me done.
Because even if you get voted in, fair enough, right? The public are looking for you to do stuff for them. You should at least have some option as to where you like if you're sick of what you're fucking doing, or even if you get to the point where you're like in David Cameron's position, where he just decides, oh, I didn't want to do this anymore. I'm an absolute bastard. I didn't want to fucking
but
do
that was
this.
not
to
his
people."
reason.
Obviously, no. His reason's probably something crap. Like,
Yeah, it's crap.
I'm not making
I'll
enough money or
debunk his
something.
reason in a second.
Fair enough, but just you've got to have that fucking option open that you can leave at any point when you just decide I don't want to fucking do it anymore.
I
I'm getting
think-
bored.
What thing I would like to hear them say is, you want something different to what I want, so I'm not representative of you.
Aye, aye.
So therefore, there's no point in me being your MP.
Aye.
Vote for somebody else. So if you vote for the Conservatives again, you're fucking stupid. For instance. But that's not his reason. His reason, and I'm paraphrasing here.
Right.
Yeah, if there was the PM, I can't be in the backbenches anymore. That I'm paraphrasing. That's not an exact quote, but that's roughly what he
That
said.
is definitely the voice he said it, and I remember hearing it.
That's his style. He said
That's
it,
it.
but
Oh,
that's
yeah.
not an exact quote.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's pretty accurate.
Could you say it in normal voice, just for people that
That is
probably
normal
didn't
voice.
No, but could you say it in your normal voice?
Oh, he said,
No.
I'm drunk. He said that after being the Prime Minister, he doesn't feel it's right to then go back to the backbenches.
So he doesn't want to go back to his old job, sort of thing.
Well,
Aye, what a
Fucking
bitch,
whiny
man. What a bitch.
bitch cunt.
that's it.
But the problem is, Thatcher stayed for 2 years after she quit the PM job.
Nice Thatcher, aye.
Major stayed for 4 years. Brown stayed for 5 years. Obviously, Tony Blair was hated, so he didn't stay for
Completely
shit.
left, aye.
He instantly got made the steward and fucked off. But the idea that he can't go on the backbenches because he was Prime Minister.
Again,
bullshit,
it's
innit?
just because he feels like he doesn't want to do it.
Well, he's a multi-millionaire. He doesn't need to do
Doesn't
it.
need to do shit. He's he's got loads of money. Fuck it.
But
So he cares about
he's a definition of a psychopath. He's meant to be totally obsessed with being in power, and so after being PM,
Then we brought to the
going
less
back to the
powerful.
backbench, he's not even he's not even one of the main ministers. He's backbenches. He's fucking lower.
Oh yeah.
That must be his issue. I think that's his issue.
That's definitely his issue.
Just lack of psychopathic power.
Because we've talked about him.
But now
being
we've got a
psychopath
lizard bitch
before.
in power now. So,
She's much
so
crazier.
you know who the Prime Minister is now?
Wait, Theresa May, is it no?
Aye.
That was it.
I just never knew her name, man. I knew she got.
She's basically an
She-
evil lizard cunt.
Oh, she's Thatcher.
Unfortunately.
She's definitely Thatcher.
Thatcher reincarnated. The thing is that everybody thought it was great getting rid of Cameron, but now we've got just an extra idiot in.
I didn't
So
really
it's
pay
just-
much attention to what they do. I would just get on with my life. Really. That's all I really just did, is try and no focus on what's going on through that side, because I didn't ken. Just doesn't really.
Because a lot of people that feel that it doesn't really affect them at all.
Aye.
But in a way,
There's a lot of people out there it does affect. There's a majority. Of
You
people
didn't
out there
think it affects you?
like.
You're
Well,
fucking.
Nah, it
20.
does affect me. It affects me big time, in this world that we live in. But I mean, I didn't pay much attention to it because I didn't ken. They just most of the time, I think they just feed you shit sometimes. Like they come at me, and then it's like they put a lot of hope. They build up all your hope in that for what to happen. Sometimes nothing. Come at me.
could you not see that point though?
I could see
Like,
it.
I'm not saying like that's always what happens, because it's no. Right, it's not always what happens, but I mean, there's been a few times that I've seen that happen. You know what I mean?
This is one of
See,
the things.
Kim Ardern, when I felt like that, I found a socialist party that I agreed with, and then found politicians.
But
that
this
I
is
agreed
this is Jason's point though, that, and I think this is where some people are misguided in the sense that they're. Sorry, I'll get some later. The politicians that are fed to you sort of through the news and stuff a lot of the time are the sort of bigger, well-known ones. The ones that were
mainstream politicians.
mainstream
Liberals.
politicians. That's
Aye,
it.
the mainstream.
And
ones
this is
that-
the stuff that you use here a lot of the time. This is why people are like, fuck politics, because they're just here for these people.
But have you
But
heard
there is local fucking people that
Like,
are actually doing
I
stuff.
believe that, right? I see that, but see, like, what I see is as well. It's like I've never really went in my life to I didn't ken to really search for these people
Absolutely,
that are local.
aye.
So I've only really did see the mainstream stuff. So I've
Because
only
I
heard.
understand this, because I was like that before. Craig dismisses a lot of people
But I would be
when they
intrigued-
didn't take any fucking attention.
I would be
to
intrigued
politics.
to go and do something like that. Like I would be intrigued to go and sit and hear what the local people's views are. Like, because I ken that wouldn't be a load of shit. Because I ken that would be people who actually want to make a change. But these mainstream people, I think they're just there to say something on the telly. Like they already write it out what they're going to say and they just come with it.
Absolutely, and it is a lot of the time. It's already kind of pre-rehearsed.
You can tell it's pre-rehearsed because they do it so perfect. There's no stutters in their sentence.
That's another thing.
It's a hilarious.
So could
thing.
you understand this and you know?
Oh
sort
no,
of-
I understand
you
it.
didn't hate Jason because
No,
he's
I
fucking.
didn't hate Jason. I just think he's totally wrong about everything.
Fair enough.
No. But I understand the disillusion with politics. I totally get it. I understand that you had fucking Conservatives on the right and then Labour on the right.
Aye.
So there was no fucking difference there. But Jeremy Corbyn's now a socialist. He's openly a socialist who's in charge of the Labour
But
Party.
then again, in the media, he's always rubbished a lot of the time as
I
well.
think he's always rubbish, but I didn't understand why people would just stick to the mainstream.
I know, but this
To
is
me, because I'm interested in politics, I can't fathom just hating the mainstream narrative and then not going any further. Maybe it's something to do with the fact that I was always a conspiracy theorist, so I was always against the media anyway, and then I was always into underground hip-hop, so I wasn't into mainstream music. And so with politics, it was just a natural thing for me to go to Solidarity or Rise or even the Green Party, which is becoming mainstream now.
No.
It always seemed like a natural thing today is to stay away from the mainstream people and go to where your beliefs already lie.
There you go. Right, I think that's about we could probably talk about more about this because this is interesting, actually. But we'll get into a tune. You want to talk a wee bit about this one? This is Life, the one that you picked. You want to talk a wee bit about
basically, this is one I've done this before. With TMA departed and that, I've left TMA. So this is just a tune that's going to be on the EP. It comes out on Saturday. Big up to Mark for Snow for fucking mixing and mastering it. Sick. So basically, this is the tune
Life
here. This is
by-
Wreckz Life.
There you go.
Yo, Wreckz. This is real talk. This is real talk. Yo.
Yeah, I have thoughts inside that break me up, they bring me down in life, but I need to keep on raising up. Not emotional like a couple who's breaking up. It's about time I woke up and released the truth. Keep bringing vengeance to the booth and tell the story. Young guy had ambitions and dreams, had good clothes, nothing wrapped to the seams. But life got as crazy as it seems. I was only out chasing my dreams, getting waving, no freestyles or nothing. I was always out late night puffing. Trust me, that life was something. Then it got led to the chase. Lot of man were out for the imaginees, but not me. I stayed in the weekends, never getting out of my face. Putting work into that real base. Trust me, life ain't fake. This is a real place, locked in a real maze, trapped in an awkward position, looking at families struggling to pay their bills, but there ain't no help out there. Trust me when I say there ain't no help out there. Fuck being on a lifetime of JSA, that ain't enough for a family, and they look you up for shooting a bit green, or even smoking a split bit. They don't know the struggle you're in. Back out and bail when you're back to hustle and shit, shifting the bricks, blazing the fire and burning the sticks.
Fuck the system, every cop, all corrupt, every one of them's pricks, trying to lock us in and lock the locks, but nah, no, that won't happen. Nah, I've got a passion, need to stay true as an artist, no acting, catch through emotion, all them on cashing. Lights, camera, action, watch our rise this year, trust me. 2016 is my year, it must be, constantly staying humble and true. Trust me if I say I'm a bro to you, you better know that I'll do time for any of my riders in the can, but until then I'm gonna keep on sipping this drink, burning this weed and blazing this J.
Find a hole to come blow with a D. I don't want no advice, life I like living as easy as can be. Need to stay true to my roots, I'm a sergeant, time to lace these boots. After this one drops, I'll pop go links the jokes. Hit the studio, hit the boost. TMA mixtape could be coming soon. Yeah, I'm on the come up, come for the top spot. Yeah, I'm on the run up. If you wanna clash, then best go run to your mum. You don't want no beef, flash fact. Workrate will stop, bring it back. This year the whole team's making a mark. Call us wolves the way that we're running the pack, and lead always ahead. Got no time to be lying in the bed. Got to be keeping progressing and burning this head. Trust me, the government is fucking my head. How much longer until they'll be happy to see us dead? That's why we need to come together, no matter the weather or day. 420, I'll be there burning away. Live the life that you want, but don't let the system take from no punk. Treat it like a bitch, then fill it with spunk. Go my tongue to the bulletproof monk. Just never put on no front. Be true to yourself and everyone else. Be true to yourself and everyone else. True to yourself and everyone else. True to yourself and everyone else.
Right, go Craig. Oh,
There you go, Stephen.
I thought the tune was about finished there, but anyway, we'll just get back into it. So that was Wreckz with Life. Fantastic wee tune, man. There.
Aye, man, fucking big up to Josh Payton Media for recording that for me as well.
You got a video coming for this as well?
I'm going to do a video for it, man. There's going to be a couple of tunes for this EP getting videoed, so
There's a lot of people now doing like videos who like missed other songs.
Aye, man.
Like, I quite like that idea, like a full album.
Mark Lethal's got an
I
album.
think it gets more interest to
Oh,
the
yeah.
song because
There's a visual behind it as
Aye.
well a lot of the time. For some reason,
Like, that's what I like for the Workrate. Like, I knew there had to be a visual behind it to get more an audience. You get me? Like, you didn't get much of an audience on SoundCloud sometimes. I didn't feel.
Oh, yeah.
I think you get more an audience on YouTube because there's more people. It's like they're looking to see a visual, so they're getting.
Get some
visuals to
interested in the tune a lot more often
Aye.
when you try to like.
Also, much more people use YouTube.
Aye.
The
Definitely.
only people that really use SoundCloud are rappers.
Aye.
Or, well, singers and bands and stuff.
This is an air fucking thing that is good to bring up, right? A lot of rappers put stuff out on Bandcamp and SoundCloud and stuff.
Aye,
like
that's
that. But there's not a lot of fucking people that actually use all that stuff.
there's
Yeah,
not a big
you-
audience, man.
iTunes is the biggest place, but again, it's a fuckery with money. We spoke to Kuda around about this before. It's like the fucking percentages of money that you get off for selling all your music on iTunes is fucking terrible. But that's one of the places that most people can where to go to get music. Even like Amazon Music and stuff like that. And they offer the same
The
price.
problem with that kind of shit is the artists aren't making any money.
See, what they've done now is as well. I don't know if you're skin about this, but since there's a thing called iMusic. So right, it's a thing where now you can just go on to and pay a membership for a month and listen to any tunes on iTunes you want. So that's now taking away like the artist is going to like put that song onto iTunes.
Or Apple Music.
Aye,
thing you're
Apple
talking about.
Music, that's it, man.
Totally,
Like now they're doing a subscription thing a month. You can listen to any tune on iTunes you want. That's
It's
now.
like Spotify.
Aye,
okay.
no, that's like Spotify. No, the artist isn't getting the money. You get me? Like the artist is just putting it on there and hope that he's got true fans and supporters now.
That's it.
You know what I mean? Like, and
Oh, so they wouldn't be getting any
nah, they'll not be getting
percentage
anything.
of plays or...
They'll get a wee
Nah.
percentage.
They'll
It's
get a
like
wee
the
percentage of
Spotify
plays, but
thing.
you're not going to get the money you think you're going to be getting.
What
Like,
did it say that it was like 0.02?
0.002.
and plus, I'm sure when you
is a
put,
percentage for Spotify.
I'm sure when you put a song onto iTunes anyway, there's always a percentage you take off you at the end.
I think that's mainly because you have to pay for your album to go up.
Aye,
But
but I mean, like,
20 quid to get your album
20
on
quid
it,
to get your album, and then they take a percentage off that though anyway.
which I think is bullshit. You
Aye,
should
you shouldn't.
do one or the other.
Aye.
that's it.
It's just one of the fucking annoying things.
But see, they're able to do that because everybody fucking kens iTunes,
Oh, yeah.
so everybody's going to want to put their tunes on
Right.
iTunes,
That's it.
regardless of whether they're making money. Whereas you're going to make much more money just using Bandcamp. And
that's
what's the
it,
problem
man.
with people just going into Bandcamp and downloading it? And they're really so fucking lazy that they can't be like, "Oh, I like this rapper, but he's not got his stuff on iTunes, so I'm not buying it."
That's
Fuck
it,
off.
man.
Yes,
That's fucking stupid.
I know,
Then you're not a fan of the.
I know,
the
and this is
musician.
interesting. This is interesting. Mind, we've spoken about a bunch of this before. The first things that I got told from, there was a guy that run a hip hop website who died recently. It was like a kind of promotion website sort of thing. So he was talking about kind of like rap promotion. Information I got for him was basically if you want to run a business, you have to treat everybody as stupid. You have to make everything really, really simple for them. Make it like a one-click thing.
You're
you have
right.
to make it really fucking simple
Which makes
to
it
get
depressing.
everybody. Which makes it depressing.
That mum can't work an iPhone.
Like you have to like if you've got to market your music, you have to make it fucking simple to get everything. Like if you could make it on your YouTube, if they could just click one button on the YouTube video, and then the tunes are magically downloaded to your fucking computer. That's the best way to market all your
And
stuff.
your phone at the same time.
And your phone at the same time, and your fucking mum's phone, your everybody else's
That's why
phone.
they like having one account for everything.
That's it. It's fucking ridiculous. So, if you're a business owner,
It's shit.
you have to treat everybody
It's
stupid.
fucking laziness, and it's like, know the kind of laziness that I've got. Like, oh, I didn't really want to do the Hoover in the day. Fuck it, we'll just leave it. And it's laziness like, oh, I didn't want to spend 3 seconds clicking this link because I've never used the website before, so I might need to make an account. Oh, I'm so fucking sorry that I'm trying to make a living for music here. You fucking prick.
It's one of the things, man. It's just treating the general public
I
as
fucking
just
hate-
But I didn't think you should have to make an account to listen to the artist.
Nah.
Like, for me, this is the reason why. Because
I think you do need to make an account.
Well,
Nah.
no for Bandcamp.
no for Bandcamp
no.
and that. But see, doing things like that just makes it difficult. You know what I mean? That just makes it difficult because if you have to make a thing to listen to an artist, then it's like it just puts you off having to make it to the start with, having to make all these accounts and that. So it's good to hear things like SoundCloud and Bandcamp, I think. But
that's it. It's always good to hear a thing on multiple platforms as well, so that somebody's like not used to using
my
one thing.
My mixtape was on AudioMac, Bandcamp, DatPiff.
AudioMac was that a website that was like it was like Bandcamp or something? Was it the language?
It was a weird.
Aye.
Nobody, even rappers, didn't really ken.
Aye. AudioMac was like Bandcamp, but you were able to put MP3s on it rather than having to put WAV files
never
and
heard
stuff.
of that, man.
But it's it was pretty cool new site, wasn't it? But aye, sorry. Let's roll on with the news, bitch.
News, bitch. There's a new album being released by orchestra. It was fundraised through a fundraising website and it earned $20,000. It's an album for cats.
For cats?
For cats.
Well,
what?
So wait, you're telling me people's just paid £20,000 to raise an album, $20,000 for cats?
So is it people singing for cats?
No, it's like porn. And they suckling noises.
People purring.
Right, it's cats purring,
Like,
suckling noises, and some songs will be an orchestra.
it's the same.
What the fuck?
Like, what the fuck, aye?
Could you,
I don't understand what you're in trouble with. It's an album for cats, boys. Could we just...
Aye, but I mean, like...
you've not explained the story properly at all.
What's the issue?
Right, so you're telling me there's people just standing there going, purr.
No, they did it properly.
Aye, but I know, but I
No,
mean,
no.
like, you get me, right? They're just standing there purring and that, and people's actually paid.
Everyone.
Aye.
If it's cats, they're getting noises of cats. They're not stupid. They're not going to get humans going up going... Brr, brr, and
Right, you just done it there, so...
That's not even a cat, so that's a pigeon.
yes, but I'm not getting paid. That actually makes it more pathetic, doesn't it?
Aye.
But they're getting actual cats doing the purring noises and stuff.
And they're selling this.
They're not going to get away for free, are they? It cost them
What fucking made
$20,000.
them get to this point where they were like, right, we need an album for cats. That's what we need.
What's
They
bedazzling
made
me?
it for cats, did you say?
Aye.
It's like a relaxing type thing. It's not like club
They've
vibes.
actually fundraised this. People's actually paid for this.
Aye.
$20,000.
For
that's a
the
lot of money.
cats, they've been like, oh, my cat needs an album. I've got my Green Day. I need a cat album.
For me,
Fuck off.
that's
Do you
insanity.
want me to explain this?
And
to
kind
you?
of fucking funny thing is, millions of people around the world will fucking buy it for their cats.
Right, I'll explain.
Mostly lesbians, probably. That'll be the fucking main
Right,
thing.
homophobe.
No, I'm not homophobic.
Hey, we're a fucking equal opportunities podcast.
Hey, and that's why I'm taking the pussy at lesbians. I'll get the gays later. And then the Jews after it. That's what we'll fucking do.
Then they put the Jews and the gays in the same camp, for fuck's sake.
I can.
Come on, last time that happened.
I can know into that. Wow. Can you continue on, Craig, or are you dying?
Aye. So as I said,
We've killed Craig.
it's meant for relaxation, not club vibes. That was a joke I wrote.
It was a great one.
Quite funny. Why? This is based on tests. There has been scientists have actually sat down and went, what I did today.
Some scientists have fucking nothing to do with their time.
I love
Put
science.
them on a fucking proper job.
I love science, but some scientists are really wasting their life.
Jesus Christ.
So apparently, this has been tested on monkeys, cat, felines. So
Right.
I would imagine that includes like lions and
Lions,
shit.
leopards and shit.
And apparently some other animals. They didn't name the
God's
animals.
sake.
So monkeys, felines, and other animals. And apparently, these noises and musical instruments together cause a relaxation effect.
They stimulate
in the
the animals.
Just like humans. Humans have
hell.
relaxation.
I have seen like videos of like dogs reacting to other dogs in the telly and shit like that. I suppose there's a wee bit. But fuck
That
off.
cats can't see screens.
What, they care? They're making an album. They're not making music videos. Are they making a music video? Tell me they're making a music video for the
Who's
cats.
making music videos?
Are they?
How are they going to put them on YouTube with the videos?
Oh, that's amazing.
This guy.
Well, if the cats
I
can't
reckon
see
if
the
they're
screen.
making YouTube videos.
Alright, I was going to say. Fucking hell, we vlogs and that, the fucking recording
Cat
process.
vlogs.
Fucking Christ.
Meow. Sign of my fellow pussies. How you doing?
Fucking stop it. Stop
Right,
it.
that's plenty.
Go on with the next story, you've annoyed me. I hate that story, man.
Right, this is a bit more mental. A specialist engineer performed his own DIY operation.
Right.
he had an operation on his bowel 15 years ago,
Right.
and the surgeon left stitches inside his life, and apparently there was a doctor's nut. It's a
Right.
stitch type.
Mm-hmm. And then
It was
inside,
protruding through his abdomen, and it was causing him tremendous amounts of pain.
I would do it if he's been there.
And he got put on the waiting list for an operation to get this fixed twice, and twice it was cancelled. So he's an engineer. He was like, "Fuck it, I'll just make my tools myself. I'll do the fucking operation myself. I'll get it done, and then I'll get this pish out of my fucking life."
Mm-hmm.
So he did. He had a dentist friend who had like tools and shit,
Aye.
and as a specialist engineer, he engineered them, modified them to make it so it was easier for DIY operation and shit. And he just cut his cell open. He had to make tools specifically to untie metal nuts,
Jesus, aye.
because the stitching's like metal string stuff.
Oh, yeah.
He had to make. I didn't even care what the tool would be.
He basically made 2 pairs of thin pliers. That's what he fucking done. Jesus, let's
To
go
undo
fucking over.
nuts.
Aye. 2 pairs of pliers, that's what you need.
Oh, no, I know.
Tiny pliers.
I know,
Really, really tiny
rip
pliers.
the shit out of your abdomen, like.
Oh, you take a
It's just a wee slitted on mine.
I reckon.
It's no open heart surgery.
I reckon he would done it. I reckon.
It's mental how
It's
done it.
interesting that he fucking. Is there pictures there, I take it?
Oh no on the website have it.
It's hard to film when you're
Aye.
cutting your body open. I
Aye.
suppose.
I think you could either choose whether you want to film yourself or cut it along. You can't
You
really
could
do
set the fucking camera up and that.
I ken lassies like to smash men who are like, oh, I'm no much I can't do 2 things at once, but this is a bit.
Are you trying to do any other joke?
Aye, I couldn't remember the phrase.
Wow, that joke fucking died.
Austrian teenager
Cool, next story. There you go.
has
That's already a bad start, Austrian.
is in the middle of suing her parents
Right.
for uploading embarrassing pictures to Facebook.
For fuck's sake.
In this last several years, I reckon what several exactly means. I think that's 3, which is wrongly.
This doesn't matter.
In the past several years, they've uploaded over 500 pictures of her childhood to Facebook.
Kind of excessive, I would say, aye.
A bit mental.
That's a lot.
Including bath pictures where naked in the bath and like naked in her cot and stuff like that.
That's fucking fucked.
And so she sued them because they have made her life a misery.
Well, this is one of the things. This is the things that parents used to do when you were younger. They would get a naked photo of the bear and then
I'm kind of gifted. My mum and dad never done that.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Well, we've
Mum can't use Facebook, thankfully.
Aye.
But there is pictures of my tiny wee penis in the bath and also pictures of when I was a baby. So,
Aye.
there's an edge.
You're terrible at that.
Oh, fuck
He's not the
me.
one for comedy, unfortunately. No. But
I
aye.
thought it was a good joke to
But
you.
that's the thing the parents used to do when we were younger. They would fucking take pictures of
Aye,
their
why is
parents
that not
naked,
legal?
then pass them out about pennies and be like, this is hilarious. Look at the tiny wee penises I've got.
Why is that
ridiculous.
not illegal? Because they've got tiny wee penises.
But
they're
post
babies.
them on Facebook, I have to say.
Find me a baby with a 12-inch knob and I'll look at that.
yeah.
Totally, aye. You're going to
But,
have a big dick at that
your
age.
baby had a tiny penis.
No,
Oh, I'm shocked.
like a tiny little tic tac.
Aye, but my point is, it's kind of embarrassing though, man.
Fuck
Right.
it. You hate to go on the mic, Jace.
It's kind of embarrassing though, man. Like for that person to be on the scale and like all the people, it's like pure under that pure.
I totally get it. It will be
Aye,
pretty
perfect.
traumatising. Especially at 500. That's
So now
mental.
I knew it makes sense that she sued her
Aye.
parents because at first
And
I was
he-
like, fuck off.
But the thing is, like suing your parents as well. It's your fucking parents just telling to take it off the internet.
Aye.
You know what I
Apparently
mean?
she has.
Well, like,
And they've just left it up.
They've
but then the thing is,
purposely-
come what the court's going to say about this? It's your mum and dad. You know what I mean? Like the court's not going to sue them.
This is
because-
Austria.
Well,
Aye.
yeah, I didn't
Apparently,
That's why I
according
was
to
already
her lawyer,
warning signs when it came.
according to her lawyer, if she can prove that the pictures violated her rights to a personal life, which they quite clearly have,
Aye.
she'll win. And if she wins, which it's looking like she will, her parents will need to pay her compensation and pay her legal costs.
Shit. Near legal age
That
for
is
them.
brutal.
That's a lot of money.
That's a crazy amount of money.
For just putting pictures of your bearing up
Fuck's sake. Putting
Do not
way
fuck
too much.
with 18-year-old girls. That's pretty crazy, man. Would you sue Mum for putting up pictures?
I wouldn't do
If I was going to compensation.
Well, there's nowhere near that amount of pictures. When I was a beard.
But I think people here have a different mentality for the people there.
Aye.
Like they people.
No, really though. Really.
Well, I mean, like, we wouldn't exactly turn around and say, take the pictures off the internet, I'm going to sue you. You know what I'm saying?
We wouldn't. But there is a certain subsection in just the entire
US.
world. Aye. Just think about this. When I was working for Fife Council, there's I've talked about this before. We have to, like, if we're taking a bunch of kids out for like just a day trip or something, we have to sit and go through like risk assessment forms to figure out stuff that might possibly happen on the day that could be a danger to all the children. So we have to figure out just stuff off the top of your fucking heads that could possibly happen to either her or people maybe get lost or stuff like that.
Well,
based on, and we have to like cover our tracks so much just in case the council gets sued. And it's just obviously all these fucking things are put in there because could the council have been sued many times because it's stupid shit.
Mind when Richard Baxter came in, he had to ask us if anybody was under 18 because if they were, he would need to bring somebody else from the Church of Scotland.
Aye, that was it.
In case they get sued.
Aye,
that's crazy.
That's it.
Well, no, really. I think sex abuse is a bit different. If you climbing ladders wrong. But still, you don't even need to date any sexual abuse now. The fact that the church is so known for sexual abuse that there will be fakes now.
Oh, aye, fuck aye.
Guaranteed. So they've always just to take around a witness with them, just in case. That's pretty insane.
That's it. It's a bit fucked up. Like, it's crazy.
But I don't think we've got anywhere near the sue culture that the US.
No, definitely not.
Every second person.
Every second word suing in America. It's fucking terrible.
Everybody gets sued in America.
Oh, it's fucking insane.
Here, somebody will say, if you do fuck off, I'm going to kick your cunt in. In America, they'll say, if you don't fuck off, I'm going to sue you.
Touch me, I'll sue you.
Aye.
Okay, I see that in Rocky at the end. In Rocky, when he's fighting with Tommy, at the end, it's the street fight, and the guy that wears the glasses and that big fur coat, he's like, touch me, I'll sue you. That's like the whole American culture right there. Okay,
it's fucking ridiculous one.
Sue.
Even in Rocky films, the film about fighting for the American dream.
If you notice any American problem just takes a piss at America. Like you look at a Family Guy, shows you all the things that they stupid, but like there's never any smart things.
No.
You know what I mean? That's it.
I love how they've got a recurring character of Jesus. That just occasionally
turns up.
And yet Brian's still an atheist.
Did you ever see that? Did you ever see that film? Like, it was about GTA and how it got made in that. It was Daniel Radcliffe, the guy that played Harry Potter. It was him that done it. And fucking, there was just like a film about this GTA, like when Liberty City and that got made, and it was all about like how it went around about America and that. No, this thing was fucked up, man. Like, people were playing this game for 24 hours, like hours and hours straight. And then one of these guys got arrested and that, and he ran up to the cop guy, took his gun off him, shot him, ran out to the cop car, stole a cop car and that. He's like, shut up all the cops inside this place and that. This is like what makes me think like Americans are insane. Like, some of them are insanity because like you didn't hear about that here. So they're playing GTA, running to the police station, shooting a policeman. Like,
again, I put it down to mind. We were talking about this a while ago about like how fucking like everybody says Americans are nutty because you hear about all these fucking psychotic people. We just forget that America is actually so big, and there's so many fucking people in America that there's always going to be that chance that there's much more psychos than there are.
Definitely.
But you still hear one story.
Maybe. That's it. You got a last story, man? No got long.
This one's a quick one, which I agree with. Australians want Steve Irwin's face on their money. I agree with them. I think he should be on their money because he is God.
There you go.
Do you mind Steve Irwin, or are you a bit young for that?
I reckon Steve Irwin is the guy that was fucking got stabbed, stung by the stingray.
I thought you were going to say stabbed by a fish.
I was about to say stabbed by a stingray, but he got stung by the stingray and died.
He did get stabbed. It stabbed him in the heart.
Did it?
He got fucked up.
Well, the thing is, that guy was a legend, wasn't he?
Fuck out.
The guy that fought with rattlesnakes and crocodiles and shit. Got killed
spiders.
He was the most entertaining person to watch when you were growing up as well. Like, you would fight with him and everything. Like, he was just a funny guy. He was
if
just
you
half
enjoy Steve Irwin, I highly recommend searching for Austin Stevens when you get him.
Is this a guy with long hair and shit like that?
He's South African. He takes pictures of snakes for a living.
Like we selfies and that.
Do you watch like
Aye.
David Attenborough and that?
Wee bits,
well,
aye, wee bits. You're
Right.
old, Jason. Jesus Christ. David Attenborough.
I'm like David Attenborough, man. David Attenborough's pure sick, man. Like, see if you.
I've never heard that sentence ever said.
David Attenborough's sick as fuck. His shows are lit.
He's fucking
Nah, David Attenborough is sick,
David
man.
Attenborough. But
Like, see that Steve Irwin, man. He was really entertaining to watch him. Pure fight with animals and that. He was funny, but like David Attenborough, he's the kind of guy like you'll no see beside animals. He just gets up and close with them, and he does like
he's the mere kind of
a
informative
documentary.
one.
He's like it's more a documentary about the animals in that.
He's a lot more informative. Steve Irwin just likes to shag on animals.
He just goes wild with them. Or he just
Also,
goes.
Stevens is kind of a mixture of the two then.
Because
He'll take a picture of snakes and then he'll tell you about it in pretty great
Right then,
detail.
pure kill it.
No, he doesn't kill it, he lets it go. He hates people that kill snakes. Like, the fact that if we see a spider, we'll hoover it up, he'd hate us.
Oh god.
Because we're killing animals that are just trying to live.
Aliens.
Alien cunts, I totally.
Fucking hate spiders, man.
Right,
Bye.
Austin Stevens is a fucking legend.
Bye.
20,000 people have signed this petition to get Steve Irwin on Australian
I
Money.
think they should,
You
man.
think they should get it?
Just like on the fivers or something.
Like,
So,
aye,
stick
put him
one
on
of
the
those.
face of fivers. Like,
Ah,
then he gave him the big 100 bills and that. Like,
fuck it.
Nah, I reckon it should be on everything, like pound
Just
coins,
everything.
nah,
yes, coins, yes.
dollar,
Flags.
dollar coins.
Should be on the national flag.
The national flag of Steve Irwin.
Obviously, he is a legend. Like, so to the Australians, he is a legend. And like,
Do all you can, lads. Get him on everything.
Aye, we
So
totally
The milk
support your
jars, the
Steve
milk,
Irwin
the
thing.
fucking
on your bread,
Everything
on your
else.
pizzas, you get them on
fucking
everything.
kangaroo
Get
steaks.
toasties with his face moulded into it, so that
Like the Jesus toast. That'd be brilliant. Fantastic. So aye, there you
that's
go.
all the news stories.
All the news stories.
No serious shit this time.
Nah. Well, there was a wee bit serious, but
That was mere for us.
Aye. That's it. But what we're going to do now is get into a talk with Jason, man. We'll talk about. Well, we'll do what we usually do on every podcast. We'll talk about the beginning. What made you first get started in hip hop culture as a whole? What made you get interested in it?
Like, to be honest with you, like when you were, I would say like Reese and that, like Reese and Ryan Mack, they were the two people who were doing things. Like Reese was putting out videos on Facebook on his fan page, and like Mac was obviously doing his own thing as well. So see, when you were watching that, especially like that, kind of just gave you like more confidence to come out as yourselves and artists as well. So I think then there was like more people that started to go into it, like, and I started to get into it just like sitting with Ren one day. Like he obviously said to me like, do some bars and that, and we just spitted there the tap of like a DMX beat. But like to get into it, like that's how I got into it. Like just watching all them around me, like they were an influence on the reason I started. You know what I mean? So
That's a big thing as well, because there's a lot of rappers that you hear coming up are usually pals of other rappers a lot of the time, because they're getting so used to that freaking culture. Everybody's like starting rapping about them. Then they end up going to gigs and stuff, and they're like, I fucking like this. Then they become rappers. It's not
like,
always
aye,
great.
that's like for us as well. Like, you would see RB, he went to Aberdeen, and like he done his thing there, so that was like a their thing, you see, and it's like I want to do that. You get me? So it was like seeing all that around you. It was good to hear that around us as well, because it just gave you more a nudge, and it meant people can come together as well. So the one that on their end in it. Like,
At what point after hearing restarting were you like, I want to do this? This is something what
I reckon like I kind of went about with them, and like they were doing it all the time. So like if they were freestyling, there was really no excuse for you not to be doing it. You know what I mean? So like I started doing it through that, and then next thing you can, like they were making big tunes and that, like, and basically they were like doing the things at the hub. We went up to like the studio, and we were doing things up at the hub and that. And I never really had bars. I was just freestyling all the time. Like, and they all had bars. So like I was looking at that like, well, I shouldn't be putting down more bars, you know what I mean, and like coming with more pre-writtens. So I think that's what got me into it, like actual being an artist. Like I started going away for that, and like I would sit with Rudeness all the time, and I would always put in a lot of pre-writtens, you know what I mean, like me and him together. It was good because he was a good influence on me today, all the writing, because he was constantly doing it himself. You get me? So it was like, that's how I really got into it, I would say.
Because there's always this kind of, sorry, where do you go?
What?
There's always this building period. You're always kind of, when you first start, you get led into it. Then you kind of start try to put your sort of sound forward a lot of the time. Was there any point you sort of decided like I want to start doing gigs after this and shit? Was there
like
Aye, because like when I was writing tunes and that, I wasn't really going into studios, or you get me, like I was just writing them. But like after I wrote Workrate and then done Workrate as a music video, that was like when I was like, right, I need to go out and do gigs now, and I need to go out and get my name known. Like me and Shane's clash, me and Jester, like, that was just a wee local thing.
That was a mental.
That was a good atmosphere. That was a really good atmosphere. Like I didn't ever expect that amount of people to turn up, and I didn't think he did either.
No, this is one of the things.
I'm actually really upset that I didn't.
Aye, this is one of the things I found interesting about that, was that I'd always thought for years and years, and I've been involved in Scottish hip hop for about 10 or 11 years now, and I never thought that there would be any sort of amount of interest built up on the local gig.
And this was insane.
And that was fucking insane. That was like a wee cafe, and it was fucking, well, a fairly sized cafe because it had the back, but
it's quite a really big cafe.
It was fucking filled to the brim. So much fucking people there. I was not expecting that at all.
And
I knew they would get a lot of support in the sense that people would say they were going, sort of thing. I knew that like the Facebook event page would be.
But they actually did get the.
But they actually fucking did get a good turnout, and that's great.
Big up to RB and Goodness for putting that. Possible. Well, put a big up to RB for putting that on as well.
Definitely, man.
Like, basically, that was just like a really big thing for the local scene at that time as well. Like, I think that brought a lot of attention to the local scene as a whole, because a lot of people stayed in that area and the outer area turned up that night. And honestly, like, I never expect that amount of people to ever be there. Like,
I'll say as well, that's where I noticed a change in you actually. Because I always knew you for being slightly quiet. I mean, for like the Philip Hall days.
I wasn't really a big spitter, but
I think because Jester's quite a lively dude.
Jester, he's actually like, he's no like jumpy anymore. Like, he's actually toned in on the mic now. He's got a lot better as an artist. You get me? Like,
I think he started off like heavy, confident wise, and then I think I kind of shook a wee bit seeing you getting lively. On your sort of third round.
Like, what it was, we went into the cafe earlier that day, and I can mind the Rudden saying to me, go on the mic. And obviously, they were outside, RB, Jester were outside, speaking to the guy who runs the cafe and that. And I had went in, and I can mind the Rudden saying to me, right, oh, that was sick, you know what I mean? He was real hyped up, and I was like, right, that's what I need to do coming into this clash, you know what I mean? Like, and that's what I went and done. Sometimes, like, I reckon the clash could have been better. It would definitely need to happen again.
It was your first clash as well. You can't hold yourself.
That clash, people would want to see it again. Like, definitely would want to see it again. But for me, it's just no my hanging out to go straight into another clash. And it's like, I would just rather focus on getting these releases out there as an artist instead of being known as a clashing artist. You get me?
Well, I would suggest to anybody locally, if they want to do anything like that again, that cafe, me and Big Chris spoke to the owner of the cafe just while we were there, just because we're opportunists. That's what we do. So we went and asked what's the possibilities of like a drink licence and all that stuff. And he said, if you give me 3 weeks advance, I can get a licence to get a bar, or I can bring your own bottle event set up. I bring your own bottle thing is fucking easily set up. You can do that within a week. But with 3, he could have
you can make money for
a bar come in, sort of thing. All for free, but because he makes money off the bar.
That's what I'm saying.
He would just say name come in, and he would get paid for it as well.
See, that's a good thing to hear. Like, that would definitely.
And it's not been done. It fucking annoys me every time. It's not been done since.
See that cafe?
The guy sold the cafe to somebody else now.
No,
shit.
I didn't kind of know how to do
Reese say that when they were up at the.
I think they did. Aye.
Podcast.
Shit. Right, I bet that was fucking ages after the battle as well. Ages after the clash. Aye. And I was quite upset that hadn't happened again, like any sort of thing.
Kind of thing is, like, it was good for the scene at that time.
Definitely.
Like, that built up a good hype, and definitely both of us brought it on that day, and it just turned out, it was a good event. Like, whoever won for me, I was happy with the turnout, I was happy with the way the whole night was set up, because it was done to perfection, you get me? So...
right, we'll move on. You had a gig, and I have to openly apologise about this, but we'll go through the story anyway. You had a gig in Glasgow, and I had a gig in Glasgow the same day, which you didn't ken about until I put on Facebook that I was in Glasgow.
Hi, man.
I got a random phone call for Jason, didn't ken why. I was like, what the fuck? And he was like, you in Glasgow? And I was like, aye. And he was like, I'm in fucking Glasgow, I'm doing a gig at was it Classic Grand? Classic Grand. And I was in a box, it was a free kind of small gig. And Jason was like, come down, we'll get fucking drunk after the gig. And I was like, I'd love to. and I will. But I got to the end of the gig and I was absolutely fucked.
So
And
was
then
that,
it
man.
ended
I
up-
didn't know why I even
Well, that's it.
ended up that night, man.
But I go back to the because I was using Airbnb, so you could just book somebody's flat to stay in, sort of thing. And I went back and the guy had like a big hookah, like with the fucking multiple suck pipes. Or that sounds so gay, but whatever. Had all set up. Pretty cool, pretty interesting night. It was pretty good. But I wanted to apologise, but obviously you were in bed as well.
See, the problem with that is when you're in Glasgow, you're working.
Aye.
So you've been standing up for 7 hours already.
Aye, that's the thing.
So by the time you get to the end of your thing, you're like, oh god,
Aye.
I want to go to
like,
Burger King, get 8 burgers, and just go to my bed, my
That's it,
hotel
man.
room, and just get like sticky with like burger grease, like just be covered in it.
Can another thing is what I mentioned as well. It's good for the scene now. I see here as well. Like, obviously, I reckon if you've noticed, but RB got one of his beats put on Everyday Grime there a week.
Shit, I did
He's
see that,
actually
actually,
came out
aye,
with a
aye.
beat.
Aye.
For me, that is sick to see coming out.
Is that a big channel? I take it.
Like, that is big. Like,
Yeah.
that's a good move. Like, that's a really big channel. Everybody's getting their instrumentals put up on there now,
Right.
and that's sick to see. Like, because basically you're not just listening to beats for other producers. You get me, like Westy. You're not just listening to dubstep anymore. It's good to see like somebody for the local area.
Fuck aye.
Like that, it's mad. The Workrate. You know what I mean? Like,
They've done a hell of a lot of good stuff. What did you think about the what was that grime show that was supposed to be coming out? It was fucking the Eskimo dance thing.
like, aye, like that's coming up, man. Like,
Is that coming soon?
it's coming soon.
What are
Aye.
you giving me on about?
Eskimo dance.
I'm going to be honest here. I didn't keep up with crime.
Right, fair enough.
I'm not a crime
Eskimo
fan,
dance
so-
was a thing set up in London. I think it was by Wiley originally
Aye,
started
aye.
off. Wiley was sort of doing these things called Eskimo dance, and he had like a lot of the big grime MCs coming in, doing sort of random shows over the UK, but not Scotland. They finally decided to put one up on Scotland, and
I
up
got
here
fucking caught with that.
a few months ago. Aye. A few months ago, they'd done a big competition to see what kind of local acts.
No. See
Is
what?
this not the thing where you had to vote for people that
Aye.
were? I voted for a Creating Gang.
But see, I have to
You
say
were
one thing as well, right? See, there was a lot of votes between Creating and Levels. To me, big up to Levels for obviously getting onto the Eskimo dance. That's a big move. But I think Creating should have been on there as well.
Definitely,
Like,
man.
the both of them, because looking at that was some amount of votes. The both of them had got. Like, that was a battle to the
And they
end.
were helping each other as well.
They
Levels
were,
shared
aye,
creative stuff.
they were both helping
games,
each other, and that
like-
was good to see as well. Like,
Crazy.
that was good to see, and like the amount of votes they both came together at the end compared to the rest of the people. I'll have to say, I reckon the both of them should.
Even
have
though
got
there was
spot
like
on
huge English grime MCs that were added to
that.
that list,
Hopefully,
and they had like 8 votes and shit. It was fucking ridiculous. It was quite crazy.
maybe they'll. I don't know if the Eskimo dance lineup's finished. You never know if
You never know that they might keep
They
adding
would maybe
people
got
in.
a bigger draw if they just put both of them on as a big huge
Oh,
set.
yeah.
I reckon they would probably.
They should have had fucking everybody in there. This is one of my big points. Because I was arguing about it before with people. I was like, they should have fucking just got in touch with the Scottish artists.
Nah.
Put them on. It's the fucking Eskimo dance.
See Eskimo dance is it's like, see, even when they go to like Brighton, Blackpool, it doesn't matter who you are. You could be coming from Birmingham, you could be still on that lineup. Eskimo dance is just like a big hang for like English artists. So they're coming to Glasgow. Like, that's just for us to go and see them. You get me? And I can what you mean by that, but Eskimo dance has been put on like that for years and years.
Right,
And
right,
if we wanted something like that, I think we would have to do that ourselves. You can what I mean? Like, Eskimo dance is their own hang, so it's kind of up to them who gets the line up and that. But I can what you mean as well. Like, it'd be good to see Scottish artists up on that stage and that kind
Do you
of
mean
audience.
the voting thing though?
The voting thinking annoyed me.
Or instead of
I did-
just asking,
I thought the promoters.
did they need, is there a vote for every one of them?
Like,
Or
what?
is it just a
No,
Scottish one that
there's a
just-
lot of guys to set up, and like sort of normals like Big Nasty, and a lot of the huge grime acts like Wiley and all that other
So it was
stuff
just
are already
in
on the
Scotland
bill.
they decided to make it.
No,
a vote
they've done
thing.
it everywhere. They've done it everywhere.
Right. So what's the problem?
I just didn't like the idea of having to vote for acts that are already
It's a
here.
shit idea, but it is. That's their.
It's just that.
It's their way to build hype. If
It's the way
people
to
are,
do it.
if acts are only getting there because a lot of people have voted for them, it's an easy draw for them. They need
That's
to
it, I
promote it
suppose,
very
aye.
well.
That's it. So what gig wise? You said you were doing in Leicester and then
I was
Birmingham.
doing in
Talk a
Leicester,
bit about them.
done a Life of Grime radio set, which was big. Big up to Phoenix and big up to the 0116 set crew, man, and they were sick, like RGG and that. Then I went into Birmingham there, performed beside a lot of big artists like, I reckon if you've heard the Chucky or Fire done before.
No.
Like, well, I was performing down beside they kind of artists, and that was like, obviously that was big to me as well, because I've looked at them as influences before as well. You can, like, obviously I've seen them on P110, I've seen them on what, and for me it was just good to go down there and actually do my thing as a Scottish artist and represent Scotland. And basically RGG and Flowan, they RGG won and Flowan took the runner up, but it was still a good time to be down there. Come on, I mean, like, I did my thing, they all did their thing, and big up to them for actually making it to the prize fighter qualifiers as well. So
how did they deal with the accent?
Yeah, the accent, well, they never really seen it as a barrier. Like, it wasn't really a barrier to them. Like, they understood what I was saying, but I didn't like, I think I was sometimes a bit loud.
See, I think another thing, the Scottish accent, well, grime is in its kind of infancy was all about cadence. So it's all about kind of listening to the voice and listening to the flow, like, kind of all around sound to what you were listening to all the time. There was a lot of fucking English acts I didn't understand what they were saying a lot of the time. But it was about the cadence, it sounded good. Like, if you've ever seen any kind of live footage of grime gigs, everybody gets the mic and they're going, it's like, what the fuck? That's crazy.
Like, which is why cadence is another vague thing.
That can have,
exactly. You say, oh, you got good cadence.
What's good about that? See, when you're in that kind of vibe and everybody's gone in, it's a mad experience, because when you're in the middle of that and there's just a load of people around you watching you and that, when you're gone in and everybody's gone in on the set, it just makes it more real. Like, how
many MCs were actually there? I mean, you said millions.
Nah, like,
I was like, what?
The MCs that were there was actually loads. There was like crews.
Alright, just
there was like crews of MCs. Like, there would be like, kind of how you would basically get Create Inc. and that. Well, there you would get like other groups just like that, with teams of like 6 or teams of 4 of them. So there was quite a lot of people there. I would estimate probably about 80 people, probably about 90
Jesus
people
fucking Christ
inside this building.
Right.
So it was sick. It was like good vibes, really good vibes.
That's cool.
And basically it was just a mad experience being down Birmingham and that as well. So
and they fighting?
Nah, I experienced the culture down there. It was like a lot different than it is up here. Like the way they lived in there, but
well, that's
they make it out as if like hip hop and grime and all that is just for violent thugs. But then you get to it and people are just happy to make music.
That's it, man. Like, everybody they were all there for the music that night. Like,
that's because you only hear about the certain new fights now and again.
Well, I've been to a bunch of hip hop gigs now. I heard about one fight. That's it. So I've heard about it.
That's it, man. Like, you didn't really get all the fights, man. Like, they all go on about, oh, you go to a grime gig and there's going to be this and that. It's not what happens.
No.
Like, you go there and everybody's there for the love of music. Like, we're all there for the same thing. We're not there to go there to be like, oh, there's a guy that I've not seen for ages and I want to get him. They're all there for music. And if you like, it would spoil everybody else's time if someone like that was to come.
It's like nightclubs as well. It's like, no, everybody's there looking.
You can't predict what happens though.
This comes back.
So Wagwan from Lambdas, Big Chris.
Fucking Chris.
Big Chris. Big up Big Chris.
Giant Christopher, as he's called in here.
Giant Christopher.
Dies at media.
Oh, he dies art media. Yup. Anyway, it was weird.
Anyway, but
fuck
I think like for this year now, get this EP out the way on Saturday, and then I'm just going to focus on bringing out something a lot bigger, a bigger project. And
what's your plans promotion-wise for this EP? Because this is one of the things that pisses me off a lot about fucking artists not properly promoting their stuff, not putting it out all the time.
Say to the guy that's releasing an EP that he's not touring about it.
That's it, man.
That's another thing, you fucking advertise it.
Come on, man, it's not the point. It's like,
you just kind of put it out.
It's just something I want to just put it out now. I mean, it's like, I done Workrate that long ago now, and I could have had the EP out, but
are you at the point now where you hate the songs?
See, when I listen to Workrate, I like it, but I can come with something better now.
There's a bunch of my songs.
See what I've wrote for this EP, it just doesn't interest me now, because I'm coming with something better. But
you keep improving as you go through.
I keep on improving as I go through.
And you get sick of the same fucking thing all the time.
Well, here's a question for debate. I've been told 2 different things. One, that when you get to the point of hating the music, release it instantly. Or 2, if you ever get to the point where you hate your music, don't release it.
Right, come on.
Should you release music that you do like?
No. Like, see me, right, if I had someone sitting there for months and months that I never liked, I'll just keep that to listen to at times and then. I wouldn't release it. But like, when you put something out and you'll no start to dislike it, you'll just you can do better. Like, I didn't dislike my music. I didn't say I get sick of listening to it. Like, if I have listened to it a couple of times, like, I wouldn't listen to it again. I just kind of need to keep on coming with something better as an artist. I need to keep on writing. I need to keep on improving. And for me, it's just about coming with the next best thing.
So you've not got any songs where you're like, oh.
Aye, I do, because like.
Will you name them?
Will
you name them?
Like,
what songs do you know, like, by you?
Like, by me, the one at me, Gyro and Phrenic done. I hate it.
Right.
So is that one of the ones where you're like, I can't listen to it?
What's the reason for not? Is it just?
It's just. It's no the fact that that's when I first.
Because you've improved, sort of.
Was that not recorded on like a PC?
Nah, this was recorded on headphones.
Ah, right.
Oh shit! Right.
Yeah, and this was ages ago, man. So it was like, that's when I was just freestyling. I never even wrote anything for that. And then Gyro Buster disappeared out of nowhere for Glasgow pure. That kind of was just a madness.
He's in jail with him, no?
He was just in there recently.
I kind of got out because I've seen it on Facebook.
Aye.
Right.
I like Gyro.
But like, see, for me the new as well, obviously, what's another thing on the scene as well that's happened is like, you see Crate Inc. went in free now. It's like there's Jester, RB and Riddance.
Aye, totally, aye.
Obviously they've recruited Harsky and
they've got
Wreckz.
Who are these guys from
Wreckz
Scotland?
as well. No, one of them's for America and Harsky's for Perth.
Alright, that's cool.
But what do you make of that, basically?
They're just producers, aren't they?
Is it a producer and a DJ or something?
Aye, producer, there's one that's
as
a producer and a
long as the DJ
DJ.
isn't the American one.
Oh yeah, that's a terrible move.
Nah, the producer's the American one they've recruited, and the DJ's Harsky.
Are they actually in Crate Inc. now, or are they just associates?
They're in it.
See, I think if I were to put a producer in the group,
there's loads of.
I would say so.
But
I think that's a good move.
Prime.
Yes,
Royce the
that's
5
a producer and a rapper working together. How many groups are there that have the name producer?
The Roots.
Right, I'll shut up then.
Fucking
Big ups Crate Inc.
De La Soul, for fuck's sake.
I said big ups Crate Inc.
Nah, I reckon like that's a good thing today to get onto your
Jedi Mind Tricks.
That's two good people.
Guy. Oh no, it was two. Oh.
That's two good people to get onto there. Like, they are sick. You need to check the both of them out. Like, Harsky also makes beats as well, which is known as a DJ.
Right.
So sick. Two producers and one of them was like a producer DJ. So which is sick.
So he's the official DJ now. So
it's just mad to see it. It's just mad to hear that basically they've departed that because they were making a lot of noise on the scene. You know what I mean? Like his
Can
five.
It just be that the fucking I can. I wouldn't even like to thingy on it because I can.
Nah, I didn't ken.
No, Craig said somebody said that Craig wanted to focus more on his personal life.
I think that was part of the thing, but again, that could be just they've said
well,
that.
Jack, it's show business.
It's a conspiracy. Nah. There must be a conspiracy somewhere.
See, for me,
well, Ryan's still doing solo stuff, so
see,
maybe just a difference in.
Back up to them all. Obviously, like what I have to say is like it's just mad to see they've all went and done their own thing now. So it's just to free them, but. Obviously, I can what RB's Workrate's like, and I can what Rudeness Jester's Workrate's like. So I can they'll keep on coming with music, and I can they'll go and keep on coming hard. But it's just to see what P Chief and Mac's going to come with now. He's solo artist as well because it's a big move. No, them doing
I do know.
I do know P Chief carrying on. I thought he was stopping.
I don't know if he's stopping or carrying on, but
fuck knows.
Obviously,
I do ken Ryan's wearing a hip hop though.
Aye.
So I'm expecting that to happen. We're actually going to be working remarks soon as well.
Always more hip hop orientated than grime.
We've got stuff coming remarks soon, so that should be pretty fucking cool.
That's it, man. Like for me, basically, going your own mind doing your own thing. It's just a bigger move because you have to just focus on everything yourself. So
see, that's what. See, I like that.
So do I.
I think it's easier because when you're with a group of people, you're like, oh right. So I've finished my verse. I'm ready to wait.
I ranted about this the other day to you. We deal with bands a lot of the time, sometimes with the podcast and shit. And bands are a big hassle. If you're a solo artist, you can just decide there and then I can go and do this. That's fine. With a band, They have to ask the drummer, they have to ask the fucking guitarist, then they have to find out for the manager if the other fucking guitarist is able to go. And if that guy can't go, then the whole band can't fucking come. So
they wouldn't
fucking day solo.
They wouldn't really like that though. They were always going and doing their hang with each other.
Whereas when they came here and Ryan was still in his bed, it was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's just obviously, but they're always what doing things is going to a set, they were going places together, they were always there as Crate Inc. Like, so it's just going to be mad to see what happens in the future for, like, obviously Crate Inc. and Mac and Peachy's solo careers, you know what I mean?
Fuck that, man. Fuck
but
that.
Wish the best for them, obviously, the whole way through that.
We're going to one last thing. Right, if you go through when your EP is available.
My EP will be available on Saturday. You'll be able to get that off of SoundCloud. You'll get. I'm not really sure what time I'm going to upload it yet, but it'll be there on SoundCloud on Saturday.
Is that a free download?
Be a free download as well.
Quality.
Fuck that, man. Fuck that. Well, I'll urge you to go and check that. I'll add a link in if I can.
Aye.
What producers have you got on it? You got specific producers, or is it just?
There's a couple of beats by Westy, and I've got a beat by Dubster, and then I've got a beat for Mr. K as well.
So there's a wee mixture of beats there.
Aye.
Nice.
Excellent.
That's all I had to ask.
Right,
Just curious.
excellent one, excellent. So, right, we'll go and check that out. I'll try and add a link. I'll maybe have to add it on Saturday when it's out.
Just
you'll have
it
it on Friday.
Just basically, just look out for a lot more coming as well. So, obviously we've got BFE as well. I reckon if you've heard about that, that's my new team as well. Obviously, we're just making a lot of things come up the new as well. There's going to be an album that comes out for BFE, but that won't be coming anytime soon.
Right.
But just look out for more solo stuff coming as well. So, and big up to yourselves for letting me come onto the podcast and that, and keep updated with BTN as well.
Excellent. Thank you very
Big
much,
up,
sir.
Chief.
Big up, sir. Right. Again, I'll put the link up for these if I can. It might not be up tomorrow morning, but I will add it for you on Saturday.
Aye.
I'll get that done for you. So, right, we're going to go through my usual ending part here. So, if you want to check weekly podcasts on Tuesdays and Fridays, you go to speaker.com/user/BTN podcast. So, click follow at the top to follow us, to be updated with live streams and all that kind of stuff. Then check out our website, btnpodcast.weebly.com. You can check us on YouTube, Besides the Norm on YouTube. Like and subscribe for us, please, if you can. Check out some of the videos. We've got shit eating spicy chilies, bugs, insects, all fucked up shit. You can check us on Facebook for Besides the Norm podcast, and at the BTN Pod on Twitter, and you can also send us an email if you feel so enlightened to do so at besidesthenorm@gmail.com. Do me a favour, I'm going to do this every fucking week until somebody does send us a comment. If you could do this in a row directly, it will take you fucking 2 to 3 minutes to get your time to do this, and then leave us a comment. So if you go to speaker.com/user/BTN podcast, click follow, then go to YouTube, like and subscribe, Facebook, Besides the Norm podcast, at BTN on Twitter, follow us on both the places, and then leave us a comment somewhere to tell us that you've done all that.
Or send us an email.
Whatever you want to do.
Hate mail preferred.
2 to 3 minutes it'll take for you to do that, man. So if you can, let us know. It'll be fantastic. We'll shout you out as if it'll make any fucking difference to your
AKA
life.
you get nothing in return.
There you go. Fantastic. So we're going to end with a last track by Jason. You want to talk us out for this one?
This is Wreckz Workrate. Big up to Snow for mixing this as well and recording this for me.
Someone tell me where the Workrate starts. Said someone tell me where the Workrate starts. Someone tell me where the Workrate starts. Said someone tell me where the Workrate starts. Someone tell me where the Workrate starts. Said someone tell me where the Workrate starts. Where the Workrate starts. Said someone tell me where the Workrate starts.
That's mad cause I won't put in work all night. Bars on my phone, smoke up something I get in my zone. Going on hard with the squad that you know. Putting in work one bit for shows. You don't wanna fight, you can't handle the blows. You're only in it for the grams and other words close. I was always around, hang my bros, constantly on my grind, improving in my bars and rhymes. Don't treat grind like work on the side, constantly work with the flows and stay on the beat on time game, the work rate never starts. I'll be doing grime until I drop. Be doing grime until I drop. Be doing grime until I drop. Someone tell me where the work rate starts. Someone tell me where the work rate starts. Someone tell me where the work rate starts. Someone tell me where. Someone tell me where. Someone tell me where the work rate starts. Where the work rate starts. Said someone tell me where the work rate starts. Where the work rate starts. They don't want a war on the mic, never mind, war in the street. Cunts get chased like cops on a beat. 32 bars, that's fire on a beat. Me and my team, you better remember, going hard all year round, even in the cold of December. I'm a grind kid, that's all that's on my agenda. Go home, get stoned, pick up the pad and I grab my pen. Put on the headphones, zone out then I come back with 3 bars at the one. They don't want to hear no halfway punk. Cunts claiming that they shot Glocks. Fuck athletes, man can't really afford a box of socks. Never mind a box of Phaser cheese.
Someone tell me where the work rate starts. Said someone tell me where the work rate starts. Someone tell me where the work rate starts. Said someone tell me where the work rate starts. Someone tell me where the work rate starts. Said someone tell me where the work rate starts. Where the work rate starts. Said someone tell me where the work rate starts.
Come against me, I'll tell you straight. Couldn't give a fuck about cunts who hate. When you hear me on the rhythm, you already know I don't play no games. I started to write cause I had aims and ambitions. Now I'm leaving a mission. They didn't put themselves in a bad position. It's TMA, we're in the winning position. Don't chat shit and you won't get put in a submission. To become the best in the UK, that is the mission. It's TMA, we're running the scene. There ain't no competition. MCs chat shit, watch them go missing. Now when they hear my tracks, they'll shout and shut up and listen.
Someone tell me where the work rate starts. Said someone tell me where the work rate starts. Someone tell me where the work rate starts. Said someone tell me where the work rate starts. Someone tell me where the work rate starts. Said someone tell me where the work rate starts. Where the work rate starts. Said someone tell me where the work rate starts. Where the work rate starts. Said someone tell me where the work rate starts. Where the work rate starts. Said someone tell me where the work rate starts. Where the work rate starts. Said someone tell me where the work rate starts. Where the work rate starts. Said someone